ride the wave. If you have content that's hitting, you gotta ride that wave, baby. You gotta keep it going. Why? Why would you do something different? If the wave is building and building and building and people are getting on board with you, why switch it up? What is up, my people? How you guys doing today? Welcome to the Content Machine. Today we are going to be going over tips, tricks, strategies to help you create content that actually hits. We don't want to waste time creating content. I know how frustrating that is. Spend all this time making this really cool video just to have 2 people like it. And one of those people is your mom. You had to call and be like, hey mom, I need you to like this because no one else is. Hurry up, kick the algorithm up a little bit. And then your mom calls your cousin. Now you have 2 people, right? No, we're not doing that. We're going to create content that actually hits, that actually takes off. And how do I know that this works? Well, I've done it before. I have 3 million plus followers that support me in my journey, and they can do the same for you if you follow these tips. All right, my name is Coach Chris Zizzo, whatever you want to call me. I'm your host for today, and we're going to jump straight into this. But before we do, you got to go get that popcorn out the microwave, sit down on the couch, prepare yourself for some genius content advice, lick your buttery little fingers, smash the like button and the subscribe button because that really helps our page grow and we'd really appreciate it. And then we're going to get straight into it, all right? So tip number 1, if you want to create content that hits, it's got to hit one of these big 4. Your content has to be useful, it has to be unique, it has to be compelling, and it has to be high quality. You don't have to hit all 4, but you should hit one of the 4. If you don't hit any of those 4, then it's probably not gonna take off. And it's not that hard to do this, to make this work for you, okay? To hit these 4. It's really more easy than you think. The most of you have the ability to get high quality content. How do I know this? Because most of you have an iPhone. So if you want your quality to go up, just go to your iPhone. On the top right, where you see video, you go to the video section, top right, you'll see it says 30 HD. Or maybe it doesn't say HD, I forget. I think it just says, yeah, maybe it doesn't even say HD there, but it says 30, that's frames per second, okay? You can go up at the top right of your iPhone, you probably know this stuff beforehand, right? You can go to the top of your iPhone in the right-hand corner on the top and click that 30 and it'll turn to 60. You can also hit the button next to it and it'll turn it to high definition. And that's what you're looking for when you're shooting a video from your iPhone. If you can do that in good light, you're gonna be able to shoot a very quality video, okay? iPhone has come a long way, just use that and it'll be fine. If you can't upgrade to a camera like mine, cool, but you don't have to, right? When you create unique content, that just means don't do what everyone else is doing. Take what they've done, sure, use that as the base, but make your own creative spin. Turn it in a way that people wouldn't expect, right? Change your depth. Hey, I'm here, now I'm here. Your arm motions, oh my gosh, what's up? Maybe in the editing like we do, you have things fly across the screen, stuff come down, right? A new, I don't know, image pop over, yourself talking, and you're just talking behind another image of someone doing something crazy. I don't know what it is, but it can be unique if it fits your video by just putting something in there that people aren't expecting, right? It can also be useful. Education, like super important, right? I want to learn about finance, but I don't want to read this finance book. Oh my gosh, if I could just follow you, Keith, and learn about finance from your page, how cool would that be? That means I can be lazy and not worry about what the heck it is in that book that I don't want to read. I just watch Keith's page. He's the financial expert. Who is Keith? I don't know. Go find one. I bet you there's a Keith on there. It's a financial expert. I would type in Keith financial expert. That should do it, right? And lastly, you want to make a video that's compelling. It has to be compelling. It has to actually make somebody think, make their brain turn, make them actually want to engage in a conversation, be in the captions, being like, hey man, this ain't true. How the heck are you going to say this? Well, it is true. Here's the research or whatever. I don't know. That's what I do most of the time. Here's the research that says that. But it has to be compelling and it has to make people engage their mind. They want to think about it. They want to be in it. They want to comment on it. So hit those big 4, super, super important. Next, shareable content. Create shareable content. There is no better way to get yourself out there to the masses than by creating something that somebody wants to share. Think about it. How many of you have seen a meme? How many of you have sent a meme? How many of you have received a meme? a lot of you. And those of you that have, know it's because it was relevant to something that's in your life and somebody else's life, whoever it is that sent it to you. Think about your reels on Instagram, your reels on Facebook as a meme, something that's relevant and relatable to the world around you. Well, Chris, how can I do that? I'm a financial advisor. Well, I think it's pretty relevant to talk about budgeting so you can save for your trip to Hawaii. So instead of saying, here's how you budget, maybe you make your video around, here's how you budget to save for that trip to Hawaii if you only make 60 grand a year, right? Or 40 or whatever people make. I don't even know what people make. I don't make anything. I own the business. That means you pour it all back into the business. I make $0, but you can tell somebody something that's relevant about some topic, some issue, some question that you know everyone's been thinking about. And they're gonna share it to people because someone needs to hear it. I'm gonna share it to my wife or my husband, or I'm a kid and I'm gonna share it to my parents. Hey, I know you guys make this much. This guy says we can still go to Hawaii. Let's go, right? It's shareable content. Relationship stuff, always shareable. Somebody is going through a hard time and needs some motivation, always shareable. Create something inspired around those shareable topics, and I promise you, you're gonna be able to explode a lot quicker, because what's easier than targeting one individual? Targeting hundreds of individuals. And that's exactly what happens when somebody else not only sees your content, but then decides to share it with hundreds of others that follow them. Hopefully, it's hundreds of others, right? Number three, a video that's compelling, video that people actually wanna engage in. Well, why do you think I changed my voice so much? Why do I move in and move out? Why do I have this background that I have behind me and I don't sit in front of this white wall that's over there? Because you have to change the visual. People have the attention span of nothing anymore. This is point number three. Change your tone, change your position, change your setting, change your lighting, change the actions, change the way that you transition in the video if you have somebody to edit. Everybody is focused on what you're saying over a 3-second period. So drop some knowledge every 3 seconds and you're gonna catch them. But if you can't keep them engaged, they're gonna go away. You have to keep them engaged. So change the energy, change the mood, change the scenery, change the inflection in your voice, and you're gonna have more interaction with your people. Number 4, the devil is in the details of the content. Devil's in the details. And I don't say that to put more on your plate, I guess. I don't want you to have more on your plate, but you do have to have some level of detail and some level of attention to the content that you create. For instance, I'm here and I have this setting in the background that's pretty nice. I have good lighting in here that lights up my face well enough to where you can see me, right? And I have some inflection in my voice. I'm not wearing my pajamas. I don't have a mess behind me, right? It's all pretty much put together in a way that you're gonna be like, man, this guy might know what he's talking about. If you are making your content in a room that has clothes on the ground, laundry all over the place, kids screaming in the background, cars honking at each other, do you think anyone is gonna take your video seriously? No, they're not at all, not a chance. If they can't see your face because it's blocked by half the words, do you think they're gonna take it serious? No, it's not gonna happen. They wanna see your face and the words. Make that happen, okay? You have to look at the details, look at what's aesthetically pleasing. You can do this by looking at other people's content, and you can say, I'm gonna do that. And look at their content and compare it to your content and be like, did my content kind of compare to that? Is it good enough? Is it kind of similar to that at least? I know it's gonna get better in time, but am I close? And if you are good, someone's gonna wanna watch it, but the likelihood is, if you don't think your content is good, it's probably not good, okay? It's probably not good. And I say that being like objective about your content, because I know that there's like these self-limiting beliefs and self-doubt that says my content's never gonna be good. That's not the truth. It is, okay? But you know what pleases people aesthetically. You know what looks good as a visual. So make sure you have that visual there and actually make it your reality in your own content, all right? Next is to bring your personality into this. You gotta bring your personality with you. Some people are gonna say, Chris, I don't like how you talk too fast, you talk all over the place, sometimes you pause too long, sometimes you stay too long on one specific thing, and I'm just trying to get through this. I get that, I totally get it. I'm not for everybody. You won't be for everybody either. But if you leave your personality out, you're gonna be for nobody. Because nobody wants to watch a video like this without somebody's character and somebody's personality. Hey, I want to look at you in this camera and be like, man, I like that guy. That guy's just like me. He tells a ton of dad jokes and, you know, we have the same accent. And babe, come here, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like me? Like, they're gonna wanna see you and be you and hang out with you, go have a beer with you or a cocktail or whatever it is, like have their kids over, I don't know, whatever your content is about. But they're gonna wanna be with you, they're gonna relate to you if you bring your personality out. My girlfriend, she hates my dad jokes, absolutely hates my dad jokes, but dads love them. So maybe I'm over here on the content machine attracting a lot of dads, which I don't know if dads are the ones making the content, but if that's the case, cool. I guess I'm gonna be like the dad content creator guy. But somebody is there for me with my personality. Somebody likes that, right? And they're gonna like yours too, but you have to bring it. Don't be afraid of people's judgment. There's tons of people that judge no matter what. You could literally say nothing, sit here on the camera, and they're gonna be like, who's the guy that said nothing, right? You'll probably get more hate for that than anything. So bring your personality out. People will love it. Next, we got a lot of tips today. I've only got 2 more, but these next 2 are super, super important. Next, ride the wave.
Dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude.
If you have content that's hitting, you gotta ride that wave, baby. You gotta keep it going. Why? Why would you do something different? If the wave is building and building and building and people are getting on board with you, why switch it up? If I created this piece of content today and the wave is big, people are like, yo, I love that video, I love that reel. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do more of that. Why? Because the people want it. I'm not gonna all of a sudden turn over a puppy video to you guys and be like, yo, check out these puppies. You know, well, puppies are freaking amazing. Everyone loves puppies, so that one might hit too. But I'm not gonna switch it up on you at random. I'm gonna keep the flow going. I'm gonna keep delivering what people like because they're gonna keep following if I keep doing that. So keep the wave going. Keep riding that sucker until it crashes, and then you get on a new wave. And that's how it works. It goes up, it goes down. This is the way of building content. People are gonna be in different seasons at different times following you at different rates, and that's okay. That's just kind of how it works, right? Last, I can't emphasize this enough, okay? I cannot emphasize this enough. You are Neapolitan. You are not vanilla. You are made of strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. So don't serve some vanilla script, all right? Don't be the one that's like, on this episode of Real Estate 101, we are gonna talk about this new home. No, I don't wanna watch that, some Mr. Rogers type stuff. I wanna see you, just like I wanna see your personality, but I want you to paint it in a colorful way for me. I want you to give me all of the flavor. I want you to show me the house, and I want you to show me you, and I want you to show me your client. I wanna see all of it, and I wanna see all of it in 2 minutes, and I want you to be excited to share it with me, and I don't want you to say, look at this beautiful home. I want you to say, look at this home. Can you imagine having a party in this thing? Or look at this home. Can you imagine bringing your family here and living here? And aren't they gonna be amazed? And check out how big these rooms are. Your kids can build bunk beds in here and play together and become best friends and then do karate in the garage, right? I want you to say those kinds of things because I can relate to those things. They're exciting, they're fun. It's a different way to say it. I hear the other stuff all the time, all day long. I don't care about that stuff. I wanna hear some Neapolitan type flavors coming to this thing, not just straight vanilla content, all right? Simple enough. I wanna do a summary of all this stuff, but there's a lot. Maybe if I read my script, that's what I'm gonna do, all right? I'm just gonna read the script because, guys, I don't wanna miss a thing for you, all right? And this is how it works. I have the script in front of me the whole time. It's okay, you're allowed to create content like that. Your goal is to make the people get stuck like Alice in Wonderland. You want them to go down the rabbit hole, y'all. You want them to get stuck like they're in a casino. You want them to chase your content around. Hey, I made all this appealing content here on my reel. Check out my story though, I talk a little bit more about it. Oh, now you're in my story and I sent a link over to my website and now they're stuck in your website or stuck on your Facebook page because you have a community there. Whatever it is, you want people to get stuck like they're in Alice in Wonderland on your content. You want them to get lost in the world that you've created for them by being useful, having some compelling story that you're telling, high quality content, bringing that out, being unique, being yourself, having personality, paying attention to the detail. People care about that stuff. Change your voice, change your tone, change your inflection, change your space, your environment. Create content that people can resonate with, that's shareable. And when you do have something that hits, you gotta ride that wave. Keep it going, man. Don't do something different, just keep that going. Trust, people are gonna keep following you, and when it does decide to crash, you're gonna be okay because you know how to create content strategy based on everything that we've taught you. If that sounds good to you, I want you to make sure that you really hit that like and subscribe button because, like I said before, it helps us grow. And you can leave a comment because what you want to learn is what we're trying to teach, and we will give that to you. We will look at all the comments take them very seriously, and then build something for you, because this is not our channel, this is your channel, and our goal is to help you grow in your business, grow in your brand, become the people that everybody loves, knows, likes, trusts, talks about, the people that have constant leads coming into their pipeline and that sell to the world, because what you have in your head is something that everyone needs to know, and I know that, and you know that, but the world doesn't know that yet, and we gotta get you out there so that can happen. So, I've got 3 million followers waiting on me, I gotta go post for them, and you should do the same. Until next time, guys, I appreciate you being here, hanging with us, we will see you soon.